She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap.
The same curve. I always run over that. Ah! She's not respectable girl. He's got it on. He's got the dong. He's got the dong. He's got it on. Dong.
Wow.
Dong.
Wow. The thumbnail is wild, carefree, methadone. It's such clickbait. Yeah, I've been sick, guys. Like, I've been really sick. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just keeping the camera off so that the live stream will work. It takes less bandwidth. So for today, guys, while I'm in this area, I'm in rural Syria right now. We're in the middle of moving, so we're staying with people we know until the house is ready in a few days. Hey, Susie! I lost like 5 kgs, but it's probably all gonna come back because I've been really sick, you know? I'm like, oh no, hi Lily, I have to ERBs in like every country I go, but this is not diabetes related this time, or anything like that. It was literally just, I don't know if it was food poisoning, okay? So what happened was we had to, remember we made that uzi, and I did the video for it. So we show up for dinner. Now, while we're making, we had to go pick up the meat. And the meat was hanging in a window, and I thought, I wonder if my stomach, listen, okay? If you're from another country and you're not used to the bacteria in a foreign country, things can get bad, all right? So I thought, okay, it's probably okay, because people eat this meat every day, right? Not me, I don't eat it every day. So, but the thing is, I don't think it was food related, because I was thinking E. coli, that's how sick I was. Because the lady, Noor, who was cooking, basically, Noor started to feel ill while she was cooking. I noticed she didn't really have the energy, and, you know, she said, I don't feel very well. And then shortly after eating, she has young children, one of her children vomited. And then the other one started to feel sick. And then her sister became ill that night. And then the next day, I was feeling very, very ill. Now, I never actually vomited, but the other issue, were 10, 20, a million times a day, just constant. Like, it's awful. And I felt like I was going to, really bad nausea, dizzy, I just felt dehydrated. They have the meat chicken out in the sun for hours and people still buy it. Be careful. Yeah, Shayla, right? So I'm still not I'm on a ton of medication for, basically, I have a pretty bad intestinal tract infection. So I have to be on meds for that. It's a medication that's called, I'm on an antibiotic and something called nifurocazide diafuryl. And apparently I had a little bit of a UTI as well. I think that's what the antibiotics are for. Yeah, I know. You know I'm sick when I don't eat. No, I couldn't. Oh my gosh. I was really ill, man. I mean, I ate little bites of things here and there, but I couldn't eat, my stomach. So the people who were sick, they got over it in 2 days. They're probably used to that bacteria. Me? No. So 5 days, and now I'm on meds. Anyway, I went to a doctor the other day and worked, out of his house. And, yeah, I went to an actual doctor, and he was actually really, he just, basically, wrote up everything. He was really nice. He wrote up everything, sent me to the hospital for IV hydration and stuff like that. And I know I need probiotics. They were urging me to eat yogurt. But I don't feel like I can stomach that right now. I don't feel like eating yogurt. Maybe it's because the day I got sick, I was eating that yogurt. Even though it's not the cause. I don't know. Western harsh chemical. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, they do what they can here. Obviously, I'm not, listen, okay? We all know Canada has so many better things, all right? Yes, we know that. I do miss a lot of those things sometimes. I'm not going, just stick to water. No, it's not the toe job, doctor. Yeah, dry toast. Well, basically, they do what they can, and, but obviously the hospital's not, as you can see from the thumbnail, at all the same, obviously. Yeah, Crystal, I know. That's another thing. Right away when I told him some of my symptoms, even before he got to the testing about the flu, he said, I think you're going to need to go back on insulin. I have to go see him in a week, but I'll get a lot of message about that because he didn't mention that. I think he wants me, I don't know, but he tested my sugar and he said, I'll test your sugar and see if you need to go back on insulin. And he never told me I need to go back on insulin, so maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't have C. diff right now. I had C. diff before when I got it from the hospital. Usually when you stay in the hospital, you can get that very easily, unfortunately. I'm going to follow up for sure. Yeah, I'm going to ask him to follow up with that for sure, Goatsy, because yeah. The thing is Salah didn't get sick at all. I thought it was a bit weird, but the nurses were like, I guess it's custom here. They can, instead of waiting an hour for the IV drip, they gave me something to stop, he gave me an ultrasound and there was some swelling in my stomach, I guess, lining or something. I don't know. So they gave me something through IV that was going to stop that and help with bacteria in my stomach. And then they gave me hydration fluid and that would have taken an hour. So they said, okay, go home. I'm like, go home? What? I'm not going home. I'm staying here. What if it doesn't work? I know it's going to stop working. Hi, guys. Sorry about that. It might cut in and out. It might cut in and out. So we find a hook to put the IV because we don't have an IV pole, so you got to compromise. And so go home, take the IV. Sure enough, it's not dripping. Okay. Well, yes, my type 2 is not managed well, obviously. So yeah, you guys, I know you guys were right about that. I have to follow up with that because I went to the hospital to get my sugar tested and then some other tests and like urinalysis and everything. So no drip. So we have to go back. Like no choice. The IV thing was out of my hand. Like it was the vein. It was out of the vein. So they set up another one in my other hand, and I just stayed there. So it took a while, but anyways. But you know what? Syria Hospital, I will say, is the only place where they've only had to they found my vein every single time. No, and like my veins are so hard to find, and especially when you're dehydrated. They just checked my hand. Okay, here we go. Do you know how many nurses it took at the Ottawa ER to find my veins? I know. I told Salah that. I said, they don't usually ever send people home. But when you think about it, what they usually do is they send people home on IV sometimes, and a nurse will come do it. But I said, so who's going to take the IV out? And someone here was like, that's easy. No problem. And I guess it is. You just take it out, but you got to put pressure. I don't know. It's obviously not like the West, obviously, but you know what? It seems to have got the job done because I'm on the mend, so, thank God for that. I feel like I was starting to eat way too much KFG, so moving away from KFG will be nice. I'm not losing my life. What you're asking me, I don't have to do this. And I know I don't. It's just that the Survivor shows, my cat and my husband are here, and the people, we've come to know, Salah's family, also, they're like family now, and yeah, it's inshallah, it's not going to be forever, okay? This is like a time where I'm I do, because I'm so spoiled, I feel like, do you guys find that, like, do you guys feel like, look at some of my Kirsch? What do you think?
We checked out and chose a school for Sasa with her family. Doesn't she look so happy? She was ecstatic. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated to Sasa. We appreciate you so much. We met the goal and then a bit more. We will have a video update in the near future featuring Sasa, but this will cover school fees, supplies, transportation, and some clothes for school for the whole year.
So the pills I'm on to fix what's wrong have given me other health issues, like other stomach issues. Like antibiotics just mess me up, man. I don't know, girly plop, like what the future holds. For now, right now I'm by myself. B's in because Salah is he basically, his house is finally vacant after a while. Like people were renting it for like years, 5 years or something, and they've had like months and months of warning about this, that it needs to be vacant. So finally, but they've lived there a long time, right? So it's, there's a lot of renovations that have to take place and stuff like that, installations, stuff, So it has a really nice big, in Syria, a veranda, they call it veranda. It's huge and it's private. It's like covered in, and there's clotheslines so I can hang my clothes and our clothes. And Julia can bees, supervised, and we can bees. So I'll probably do a lot of my live streams there. I might get some like majlis seating for outside. So I want to be out of the way, and I want to just kind of take some time alone. Yeah, well, it's his house, right, Carolina? They actually have a new place. We didn't throw them out. They've had a lot of time to move. He was very generous with that, and there's no animosity or hard feelings. Like, he made sure they had enough time to leave, so they've found a new place. Everything is good, and but it took a while, so that's why it's kind of been delayed a bit. But yeah, so actually, that's why it's been taking a while to get really fully started on the real renovations, because he's been so nice about letting them stay there longer than, Yeah, I have a quiet moment alone. I haven't had a quiet moment alone in days. I've been forced to be, yes, a social butterfly. You guys know how I am, right? And I love everybody. Hey, Natalie. Everybody that we've met in Syria has been amazing. So, yeah, I am in a hotel. I'm like, I feel bad saying this. I feel like spoiled and privileged and ungrateful, and I don't mean to sound that way, because we were staying in the interim until the house is ready. We were going to be staying. We stayed for a while with, between people that Salah knows. Now, the thing with that is that's why I haven't been live. I haven't gotten any cameos done. Number one, where the places we stay are more like the internet is like really spotty. Like we didn't have internet one time for like a whole half day, which I hate saying that, but whenever your job is the internet, it's really tough. Like I just wanted to go live. I just wanted to, and so, but also it's just always visiting. Like, and there's no short visiting. If you're from Syria, I think there's somebody from Syria in here, or Arabic culture. When you visit someone, they always have to serve coffee, and it's like it's like that all day, like socializing, and there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of children, and I'm from a different culture, and I had to say that. I'm like, because Salah's the translator, and I said you just have to let people know that I'm used to just sealing in a room by myself with my cat, peace and quiet, like most of the day. And I really have been enjoying getting out of my like circle and like doing things. I think that's why I'm like, you guys say I've lost a bit of weight, like a little bit, like, noticeable maybe. I don't think that much, like in the West, I'm trying to remember when I would have company. I'd be like, do you want a glass of water? Like I would just open my fridge and be like, I have water, juice, this is like a whole process. It's really cool. Like you feel like royalty or part of the family. Like when you visit someone, they really make you feel welcome. They're so nice. Like I can't tell you how like white these people's hearts are, like for lack of a better term. You know what I mean? Like they have really, really caring personalities. It's normal to socialize for everyone. I know, but like for me, I don't know if it's like my mental state and just how I've been conditioned my whole life living. I don't know. I've never been like a huge, even as a teenager, as a teenager or a kid, it's like as a kid, I would get forced to go to birthday parties. Because like you have those kids in your class, it's like custom to invite the whole class, and you don't want to go. You don't want to go. I would be miserable. I'd call my mom to pick me up. I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot of staying with me. But when I'm going to be going live when I can. Whenever we're in the house, it'll be a lot better. Now there's AC here, but you can't run it all day long. Like there's times when you can run it. and then those other times there's fans. But what I like about it here is it's just quiet. That's it. There's no screaming. There's no, like I just need a bit of a break to just, just decompress. At least some time alone. I can do my lives alone, blah, blah, blah. But I'll still be socializing, but just more time alone. She meant pure hearts. Oh yeah, pure hearts, like white, I don't know. You know how they say black heart? So you love celebrating for other people? I don't mind gift giving. I love being generous. I actually really love it. I like making other people happy if I can, but I just don't like the setting. I guess I don't mind like, certain things. It just depends. I don't mind for a few hours, but not like, screaming. No, it just like, there's a lot of children. I'm not used to it. That's all. It's an adjustment, okay? It's an adjustment. No, we can't have pets here. But there's someone very special close to us who, I don't know what it is, her magical touch with animals, but Julia loves her as equal as she loves me. And she's staying with her right now. She's taking care of her. So until we get in our house, which will be soon. Please do more outings. Yes, we will. Things are just in transition right now, guys, because it's not like, yes, I want to do touristy things and things, but we're also kind of, we have like a life here, so we're doing life stuff. So it's kind of in the way. Well, money was spent on the hotel, but not Sasa's money. All of the people who are wondering where it is, none of them donated. But all you have to know is basically her school, I put a picture, but we'll have more updates in the future, inshallah. But her school, transportation, outfits, whatever else, the family is well taken care of. That's all you got to know. I love the cooking videos, by the way. Like we didn't make like a ton of money, but it was enough for them. So the hotel's okay. It's not like probably what you would be used to in the West, but it's all right. Furniture is dated, and the bathroom is, everything is dated, but that's okay. I mean, as long as I just have somewhere quiet to just decompress. Is there a trash room? I don't know. Yeah, it's not that I don't want to be around anyone. Well, it kind of is, but not in a rude way. Like, I don't know how to say that without sounding, And even one of the person, hey, Pam, looked at me and was like, did we not make you feel welcome? And I was like, oh, I was like, no, it's not at all. Like, Syria would be so much harder without these people. So it's not them. Yeah, sometimes you need your space. There's no personal space. And not just that, like also for me and Salah, I'd like to be alone, when you stay at someone's house, it's like, I feel bad because like I need my CPAP during the night. Sometimes the power goes out, sometimes, like I need like constant rest. And also then like you go to bed late because you're socializing late, like going to sit outside and having shisha, having bizzers and coffee and talking till about 1, 2, 3, sometimes, 3, 4 in the morning. And then getting up, at like 8, you're just like, I'm so tired. Even my cousins refused to drive in Damascus when they came. Oh my gosh. We weren't prepared. We went to like extend my visa there. Oh my gosh. I was just like, I just seeing him stressed out, obviously, because I didn't stress. I didn't have to, you know. But it was really, and that was very shortly. I think maybe a couple days. That was shortly before they bombed the Umayyad Square, and we were like there. That's crazy. We were picking up this a friend of Salah's, and then he's like, "Hey, you mind just giving my friend a ride up the street?" Because it's the culture like very common. People hitchhike and people share rides there. It's like very common. So his friend gets in the car and he has um a huge rifle. um it was crazy, but he was a really nice guy, like, you know. He was actually in the military, so that's why he had that. Sasa? Yes, well, yeah, her situation is being fixed. She definitely looked so happy at the school. Like so happy, like smile, and yeah. Like we got to see inside, and yeah, and then what else? They had like a bunch of like toys and she was playing already, like just like having fun, you know. I think she needs that environment. She needs like a special type of education for sure, you know. She needs to learn like just in general. No, she didn't start the school yet, but we were like we went with her family to check out a school, check out schools. So yeah, and get like the details and all that stuff. I'm sorry, I don't have much emotion in me because I'm very tired. But yeah, she's been to school in the. I think she's been to school in the past. If I don't remember, if I remember them saying, maybe not. I think when she was very young, when she was a lot younger, but not for long. And because it was expensive, so that's how much they said it cost them. And then it's like a rough estimate, basically. So that's why I don't really want to like show everything. Like I was like, why am I, you know, just the pocket watchers are so annoying. Like every little detail, you know, where's this 50 cents going? Like if she's going to school, her transportation's paid, everything is paid. Don't worry about it. And the people who worry about it haven't even donated. So move on. You know, like you're gonna get school updates. She's in school. That's all you gotta, you know, worry about. That's what it was for, to help her out, help her family out. I donated and don't need receipts. I'm not saying the amenities, Agathon, because people are nuts. Not every charity shows you where every single dollar goes. That's not true. Actually, that's why I don't like donating to just random charities, because you don't really, you just have to trust them too. You don't know where the money goes. My stomach's been all kinds of messed up. You know, I don't think of these things. Like I can also probably get malaria from mosquito bites. And I have, my foot is covered. Like if you saw my foot right now, covered in mosquito bites. I had like tons of calamine lotion on them the other day because we were like hanging out outside a lot, you know? You need your own space. Yes, exactly. My mental health slowly starts to suffer if I'm, you know, I'm getting used to a new culture. And I know I have to adapt if I'm going to stay there, you know, and I'm trying my best. And I think I'm doing okay considering like I'm being really conscious to be very open-minded and understanding, and you know, I'm definitely a lot more like empathetic and sympathetic with the hardships, but people just really seem happy to just be together, have big families, you know. Anyway, I better go because I see Salah's texting me and he's gonna be home any minute. I'm gonna go sleep. Thank you, Vulgar. Bye, guys.
So we think it's best not to share much about Sasa's situation other than that she needs help for school. Fees, transportation daily, outfits, supplies, extracurricular activities and trips, etc. We met the goal and are very little over, not much, but we don't feel comfortable sharing how much her school fees are exactly. We had no problem at first, but then discussed it and realized that even just based on this information, some people could find her school potentially. So unfortunately, the less we share regarding those details are for the better. Not for lack of transparency, but for her security. Right. Who was going to believe that? We also don't want to provide content to hate channels who pocket watch and make drama from this good deed. We will, however, provide updates in throughout the year of her enjoying her time in school. Thank you to those who donated and trust us with our intentions. Those making issues are being ignored, and as usual, they did not contribute but have a lot to say. Thanks, guys.